Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. Just got through watching the Fight Lame. Should I say the Fight Sham or the Fight Lie, with Jim Lampley. Very predictable as usual. Like I said, man, HBO just continues to show their blatant racism. As usual, Jim Lampley had his top 5 so-called fighters that are hard to beat. And as I told you, just like clockwork, you knew he was going to have Lomachenko, number 1, Mr. Less than 10 fights. Like I said, the thing is, it's annoying when they do shit like this. And I'm going to have to do a video once again, examining Lomachenko, the credit that he's getting, and he's getting too much credit that he doesn't deserve. And I want to say this once again. I know you YTBC motherfuckers gonna come on here crying and saying this, I'm hating on him because he's not black, and how many times I gotta say it isn't really about that. It isn't about you guys thinking that we hate non-black fighters. It's about you guys trying to push and discredit black fighters for the sake of non-black fighters, trying to force this dude to the top. And that's the problem that a lot of us have. Like I said, Lomachenko just need to put in his work just like everybody else. That's all I'm asking. But people want to push him to the top and give him credit that he doesn't deserve. He has a long way to go before we start putting him in the category with some of the greatest fighters that ever laced him up. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And when HBO tries to force feed guys like Lomachenko and Triple G and Chocolatito, it gets annoying. Just like he made a video saying that consensus pound for pound. Well, who the fuck had him pound for pound? You know what I'm saying? Not me. I never thought he was pound for pound. Talking about the consensus. What, you mean white? This dude came out of nowhere. Like I said, people barely heard of this dude like 2.5 years ago. He comes out of nowhere. They put him on TV, then they say, oh, he's pound for pound the best because we say so. The thing is with HBO, they try to tell you whoever they have at number 1 is the one you supposed to say, yeah. Oh, it's him. And I told you, every time they do their pound for pound list, they will go out of their way to keep it from being a black fighter. I guarantee you, even if Andre Ward beats Sergey Kovalev again, they will find some way not to make him number 1. I guarantee it. They will. I expect it. I mean, HBO is who they are. Now, I'm going to talk about HBO in a separate video versus PBC and how a lot of these motherfuckers from the YTBC are just liars. And you know who the main culprit is. This dude fucking lies all the time. A lot of these dudes are liars. And they stay lying. And they gonna keep getting their whole card pulled. Like I said, I ain't gotta say nobody's name for y'all to know who I'm talking about or who we talking about. You know who most of these clowns are. Like I said, a lot of these punk motherfuckers are dudes that used to be, trolls and dudes that used to comment on a lot of the black channels anyway, that used to be talking that shit. But like I said, they like to play victim and shit. They trying to beg you to like the fighters they like. You can't say nothing about the fighters they like. But like any fighter that you like, and he don't even have to be a black fighter, they got something to say. So it is what it is, man. Jim Lampley, the longer he goes on, the more stupider he sounds, the more he comes across as a fanboy. analyst and a borderline racist. Well, we already know Jim Lampley is a hypocrite. He has a problem with Floyd Mayweather allegedly putting his hands on a woman, but then he did the same fucking shit. But then again, that's how a lot of white people think. They love to call themselves trying to shame a black person, but then they don't want to look in the mirror at themselves. Look at Bill O'Reilly. Classic case. Always talking about black people and the black community and all that type of shit. And he couldn't even keep his household straight. So that's the shit that I'm talking about, man. But anyway, man, let me get to the next video, man. I'm out.